All right, all right. It is now 6:04 p.m. on the East Coast, which means it's 3:04 p.m. on the West Coast. And I want to welcome you all back to the Empowered CEO Summit. Before I say anything more, let me pop in on the Facebook group and ensure that you guys can hear me and see me well. You just have to love technology. I mean, you just have to. We have been having a time. Okay, it sounds good. We've been having a time trying to figure out this whole broadcasting through StreamYard thing, and it's been a lot of fun doing it. And so that's the reason why we were a couple of minutes behind coming into the room. But I guarantee that you will not be disappointed with the next person that we have coming up on the schedule today. My name is Janelle Pierre. I'm a financial success coach, and I am filling in for the lovely Miss Nikki while she's taking care of some business. Okay. She's taking care of business, and we're taking care of business in here for her. We're going to keep going just like that. All right. So, our next guest, our next speaker is Miss Rue. Rue is an accounting and tax strategist. Her passion is helping individuals and business owners navigate their finances with ease. She helps clients with setting up their financial systems that allows them to grow their business and increase their revenue. She is a speaker and a workshop facilitator for financial literacy workshops. Her signature workshop is Brunch and Learn, which has helped dozens of women attain financial freedom. So without further ado, let me bring Miss Rue in the room and have her take over.
Hi, Janelle.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for that amazing introduction.
You are welcome, and it is very well deserving. So I am going to turn the room over to you. Have you do your thing, and I'm just going to sit back here. Let me know if you need me. I will be more than happy to help.
Okay, thank you so much.
All
And can you
right.
see me, the whole screen and everything?
You want to be in the screen or out of the screen?
So I'll be in the screen, right? Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you perfectly. So right
Okay.
now it's both of us, but once I pop out, it'll just be you only.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so let me do
All
this
right.
right quick, and I am going to pop.
Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much now for that warm welcome. I'm just tagging my friends on the social media so that they can see. They wanted to see me live, right? Okay. So thank you so much for joining me today on your busy Saturday and coming in to listen to us speakers. And I really appreciate Nikki giving us this opportunity to share our expertise and to actually talk to other ladies, amazing boss ladies right there watching me right now. And if you're watching right now, please go ahead and type in so that I'm not talking to myself, right? So just let me know if you're watching so that I know that you can hear me well. Like what Janelle introduced me, my name is Rue. I'm based here in Sacramento. I'm an accounting and tax strategist, so I help small business owners to navigate, the tax world, the accounting. But my main goal is to reduce their tax liability every year. I want to make sure that they pay as low as they can in taxes, even zero. So that's my job all year round, to make sure that my clients, to make sure that business owners out there, they avoid, paying a lot of taxes, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. I'm also a financial coach. I help especially women navigate their finances. So prior to COVID-19, here in Sacramento, I was hosting brunch and learn workshops. And during those workshops, I was teaching concepts, financial strategies concepts, so that you can actually like saving, credit, um, and stuff like that, right? In a fun environment. So now we're taking it online, which is also amazing, right? So I'm super excited to be here. And what I decided to talk about is that since we are in tax season, I was thinking, what can I talk about, right? And the thing that came to my mind is taxes, right? That's what I'm doing 24/7 right now. The due date has been put back to July 15th, which allowed us tax preparers to be actually busy helping small business owners as well as individuals. So what I'm going to be talking about is some main common mistakes that I've been seeing so far that business owners are making every year, and they are costing them a lot of money, right? So I'm actually going to be talking about how to avoid those mistakes. So you'll see, I'll talk about maybe 4 or 5, and I'll talk about how we can avoid those common mistakes as business owners, right? So I hope you ladies are excited here to hear me talk about taxes and all that kind of fun stuff. It's going to be fun, right? It's not going to be too confusing. I'm sure that it's going to be fun and beneficial to you as well as business owners, right? So I'm super excited. And the other thing that I wanted to tell you is I'm going to leave a couple of minutes during this presentation to make sure that I have all the questions answered. So if you have any questions while I'm talking, put them in the comments, and I'll answer them. So I'm excited. Are you guys ready? So I was just telling I was supposed to do a PowerPoint presentation. However, for some reason, it's not pulling up on my computer. But I promise you, it's going to be the same thing, right? So first thing first, as a business owner, you need to make sure that you know what your business is structured like, right? How are you structuring your business? That's the first important thing that you need to think about when you have a business. You want to get into business. I know we get excited. We our dreams, we're like, okay, I'm going to be in business. I'm going to be this. You need to know your business structure. Okay. So I'm going to be talking about different business structures that are out there, especially here in the United States. You can start off as a sole proprietor, right? That's the most common. If you're a sole proprietor, which means you are reporting your income attached to your personal income, so nothing is separated. You are actually, your income just goes to me. For example, I'm using my social security number for everything. There's no separation. So you need to know, are you going to be a sole proprietor? Are you going to be incorporated as an LLC? Are you going to be incorporated as an LLC partnership? Are you going to bring in any partner? Are you going to be incorporated as a corporation or as a S corporation? So doing that, you'll be able to know what tax liability, what's required for each business structure, right? So thank you, Nikki. Hold on. Let me see how I can put this on here on the comments. Just give me a second. Yeah. Seems like it's not working. But anyways, so Nikki is helping me in the comments to put all the titles because I wasn't able to pull up my PowerPoint. But I hope you'll be following through. So number one, know your business structure. Are you going to be incorporated as an LLC, single member? Are you going to be bringing in a partnership, a corporation, or S corporation? This is going to help you to know what tax liabilities you're going to be incurring during the year. So every structure has different tax rules that are going to be calculated depending on how you decide to be structured. So let's say for an LLC, you are a sole proprietor or you're a single member LLC, we all going to be taxed the same. So sole proprietor in an LLC, we all going to be taxed the same. Partnership is now taxed differently. A corporation is now taxed differently. S corporation is taxed differently. I can go into detail in this, but what I want to tell you is that you need to know, if you're a sole proprietor, you are not reporting any income to the IRS, right? Your income is coming in the business every month, every year, but you're not reporting it to the IRS. IRS doesn't know how much you're making. But if you are an employee, if you're a W-2 worker, right, you're getting your pay stubs. They're already taking that the self-employment. They're already taking the Social Security tax. They're taking the Medicare straight from your pay stub. But now you are a business. You are not reporting. You're not having those taxes taken out of each monthly income. So every month you need to make sure that I'll get that into detail in a little bit. You need to make sure that you are saving money to pay for your taxes because you're not paying that monthly. Let's say you get $10,000 a month. If you don't tell IRS that is that what you got, when you report it at the end of the year, they're going to tax it for you the whole year. So you need to make sure that even if it's a quarterly tax payment, you need to report that to the IRS. So now you need to start thinking differently that, okay, now I'm in a business structure. I'm not an employee anymore. What can I do to save me money at the end of the year when you're paying taxes? So one of the ways to do it is to pay estimated tax payments. Okay, a lot of business owners, they don't pay the estimated tax payments. They just wait until the end of the year. So when you do that, you are reporting, let's say you made $120,000 in a year, you are reporting that for the whole year and you haven't been taxed each month or each quarter. IRS, when they calculate your taxes, you're going to be charged interest and penalties. So I'm sure you've heard someone saying that you need to be keeping at least, a rule of thumb is at least 30% of your income for taxes. So at least 30 to 35% of your income, keep that to your taxes, right? And what I'm talking about is just not getting 30 or 35% and putting that in the bank for let it to grow. This is not a savings. This is for you to actually pay your taxes. So what you need to do every quarter is to sit down and pay estimated tax payments. You can calculate, there's softwares out there that can help you to calculate estimated tax payments, or you can reach out to someone like me who is a certified tax preparer or an accountant to help you calculate those estimated tax payments. The main reason we are saying that is that so that you don't wait until the end of the year, so that you're avoiding those penalties and interest. So estimated tax payments, and also calculating this, they're different with each business structure. So if you're an LLC who reports the income on a Schedule C, it's different when it's a different calculation when you have a corporation. So you need to make sure you know what you're doing. You need to make sure that you have a professional helping you calculate this tax payment. The reason why I'm saying this is, let's say you calculate your quarterly tax payments incorrectly. Let's say you say, okay, I think I'm owing $6,000, right? You send that to IRS, you pay $6,000. In the end of the year, they recalculate that for you, and you were supposed to send them 8,000. Guess what? You're gonna be taxed on that difference, right? So you need to make sure that you have someone in your corner, you have someone in your which is my next point. Make sure you have an accountant or certified tax preparer, someone who's a professional to help you do these things. This is one common thing that I'm seeing a lot of business owners out there. They're trying to wing it. They're just trying to do DIY for their taxes and accounting, which is not right, right? You are actually wasting money, costing yourself by doing your own tax return. Ladies, I'm telling you today, if you are a W-2 worker with just a W-2 that comes every month, right? Nothing else, no student loans, nothing complicated, you can go ahead and do your tax return on HR Block or TurboTax, right? You can get away with that. But once you say, I'm getting income from a business, I'm selling a product, I'm selling a service, now it gets a little complicated. Now it's a different form that we have to report that income. Now it's a different form that we have to report those expenses that you incur in your business. So this is the most common thing that I'm seeing business owners are making. They're trying to do their own taxes. They're trying to do their own accounting on a spreadsheet. I'm not knocking anyone down. If you can do it, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if you want things done correctly, if you don't want IRS trying to find a way to audit you, find someone who can help you do these things for you. And don't look at it as an expense, right? Look at it as an investment. For example, if you come to me and I'm doing your tax returns, I might be able to see, okay, in 2018, I see that you missed these deductions. Do you want me to do an amended tax return? Or do you want me, this is something we can do in 2019 or 2020 so that you're not paying a lot of taxes? Okay, so make sure you have an accountant, make sure you have a professional tax preparer. One of the things that people say, oh, an accountant is just too expensive. That word just like, okay, I don't want to deal with an accountant. Find someone who you can afford, right? We have different rates. You can actually hire an accountant, something that you can afford. You can afford it, guys. I'm telling you, don't be scared to have a conversation with an accountant. Don't be scared to have a conversation with a tax preparer. Once you are in business, you need to create a team, right? Look at those big corporations. They have, they have an attorney, they have an accountant, they have human resources and everything like that. You as a business owner, you need to create your own team. For me, I'm an accountant, but I know that I don't like graphic designing. I can't do it, right? I outsource those things. I make sure that I hire someone. I know that if I want to do my graphic designing or if I want to have something done or website, it's going to be done by someone else, not me. The reason why I'm doing this is one, is saving me time, it's saving me money, because if I try to do myself, I might do it wrong. It might not look nice, right? So I make sure that I outsource those things. Now you are a business owner, you can do the same. You can outsource this bookkeeping that you're spending a lot of time doing. You don't have to do it. Outsource that part. These taxes that you're trying to do the whole 2 months, you can have someone do it for you in a week, right? So think about that. Think about growth, right? Think about those things. Nikki talks about in this group. Have someone do it for you so that you can scale your business. We are in a business to scale. We're in a business to make money, not to spend time in things that don't matter. Right. So I think you got my point. The next point that I'm going to make is that trying to do your own taxes or trying to do that on it, if you just confused, you will miss out on deductions. So that's one point. Business owners are missing out on tax deductions. If you follow me on my page, I posted a book that has about 475 tax deductions that a business owner, any business owner, can deduct on their tax return. What I've seen a lot of business owners out there, they have the taxes done and they're just mad. They're like, why am I paying all this money? I know I made good money. I was, killing it with my business. I was making a lot of money. Why am I paying this much in taxes? Sometimes I look at the tax return when I'm doing a review, and they have only like 5 deductions on there. I'm like, were you in business last year? They're like, yes, the whole year. And where are your deductions? Well, I don't know. You need to know what tax deductions, what deductions you can take from, in your business structure. Like what I said in the first place, you need to know your business structure. What can you deduct? And I'm going to list a few common deductions that people always miss, but also they are very, very important. For example, I know some of you ladies do events. On it might be maybe in-person events, prior COVID, um, or maybe you drive to clients, or you meet your clients, you meet your potential prospects, whatever it is. A lot of people are missing out on mileage. That mileage deduction can save you a lot of money on taxes. All that driving back and forth, all those events that you're going to, maybe to meet your clients. But if you're not tracking it, you're going to miss out. Right now, this year, I think it's at 58 cents per mile that you can actually deduct. This is money that you're actually leaving on the table if you're not tracking your mileage. One of the ways you can track your mileage, you can use an app. There's one called Mile IQ. So Mile IQ, it's a very good app. It tracks your mileage for you. It can give you a report at the end of the month, at the end of the year. It's actually free, but if you want to have a paid membership, it's going to do like a for your taxes for you, to calculate how much you are saving per year, stuff like that. But start with the free app. You don't have to pay for that app. Other way you can track your mileage is through QuickBooks. So if you have a QuickBooks subscription, there's a free app that comes with QuickBooks subscription where you can track your mileage. The good thing about having QuickBooks and have QuickBooks mileage app is that it takes your mileage, it calculates that for you, and it goes straight to your accounting system. And when you go at the end of the year, you just downloading that report, give it to your tax preparer. Now it's saving a lot of time. You don't have to go back and forth. How much mileage did I? Because who remembers how many meetings you had with your clients? Who remembers how many events you went to, or whatever business meetings you did, right? So have those apps that you can use. I know in your business you might have different softwares that you use. Add a mileage app right now, today, if you don't have it. Okay. The second deduction that I see business owners are not utilizing is their home office deduction. Home office deduction. And when I'm talking about this, I'm talking about people who are working from home in their businesses. I'm not talking about someone who's an employee. That part is different, and it might change this year because of COVID-19. But today I'm talking about those people who work entirely in their home for their business. This is a second deduction that people are missing out, and it can actually save you a lot of money with your taxes. So what I'm talking about is, let's say you made $50,000 a year, and you got your taxes, everything is done, and you see that maybe you're owing about 30,000, whatever it is. Okay, I'm not doing any calculations today. Let's say your tax liability, you're supposed to pay 30,000. How are you going to reduce that tax liability? That's what you need to think about whole year. You need to be tracking on your tax deduction. So we talked about mileage. Now we're talking about a home office deduction, right? You need to be making sure that you're deducting your home office or home space. So, we'll go deep when we do your taxes, like how much square footage is your home, how much square footage is the space that you're using for your business, and this is the space that you have to be using entirely for your business, right? So I'm on a dining table right now. I don't claim this dining table space because I use it for dining, right? So it has to be somewhere where you're using just for your business. But if you have that space, make sure you're using that as your deduction. Okay. Any questions on that? I'm not sure if I'm seeing any comments. Yeah, I'm seeing Janelle, she's putting
Can you hear
comments.
me?
Hey Janelle, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
We don't have any questions right now, but we're working on, as you put your points up, we're putting it in the chat so that
Great.
no questions right now. We have a question, I'll just pop back in and let you know.
Okay. Did you have any so I can get some water?
Oh, sure.
I forgot to get my water.
We shall pause for the cause. I wanted to play y'all some music, but I am scared to play music because my music is not censored. My music is not censored. Yesterday, Nikki was talking about what songs we have. Let me make sure my volume is off. What songs we like that get us going. And I was telling her that my song was "Money" by by Cardi B, not Nikki B, Cardi B. But I actually found the clean version of it today. But you already know
really?
when we start hearing beep, beep, beep. I'm scared to play my music.
That is funny.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we'll stay far from the music for today. We can find the kid-friendly versions. But okay, are you ready to continue?
Yes, yes,
All right,
yes.
so the floor is yours again. I'll pop right back out.
Okay, great, great. Thank you. So I was just grabbing my water and making sure that I'm keeping hydrated and everything. So yeah, so I hope you are having fun and you are enjoying this summit, right? So just to recap, know your business structure. Are you an LLC, a corporation, S corporation? There's some tax laws that guide every business structure. A lot of people that I'm seeing, they're excited to go into that S corporation. Oh, I'm going to save money, but you have to look at it. How much income are you getting every month? Are you going to be able to pay yourself a salary, right? When it comes to an S corporation. So these are the things that you need to think about. What really entails my business structure? Even if it's a sole proprietor, what does it mean? Ask questions, ask your accountant, ask your tax preparer, what does it mean? Some people have been sole proprietors for a long time and they have their businesses thriving, right? So it just depends where you are. It depends what the goals on your business. It depends where you want to go. Okay. We are all not going to have corporations, right? It might not even make sense for your business to have be structured as an S corporation or to be taxed as an S corporation. So just make sure that you know what you're doing. You ask questions before you go ahead and prepare your own tax return on the incorrect form. Or you go ahead and sign up on the state of secretary and say, hey, I want to be a corporation. Or maybe you just need to be an LLC, or like maybe you just need to stay as a single member LLC, not as an S corporation. So make sure you ask questions. There's a lot of people who can help you. I can help you with those questions as well. Number two, make sure while you're making your income during the year, make sure you are paying estimated tax payments every quarter. So every quarter of the year, if you have a calendar year business, which means your business goes from January to December 31st, you have to pay your taxes every quarter. So right now, uh, COVID-19, they extended the date to July 15th. So those 2 quarters that are due, you are now able to pay them, both of them, by July 15th. And if you need help calculating those payments, I'm here for you. I can help you so that you can save your money at the end of the year. If you know that you have a tax liability, you'll be paying taxes, make sure you're saving money every time by paying quarterly taxes. Number three is make sure you're having an accountant or certified tax preparer, someone who's knowledgeable with what they're doing, someone who can help you save money. Number five, make sure that you're not missing out on tax deductions. Tax deductions are very, very important. That's the whole reason we are in business. That's the whole reason that we make money, so that we can have extra money to enjoy ourselves, not to have all the money go into taxes, right? So make sure what tax deductions come with your business, what tax deductions come with your business structure, right? We talked about tracking your mileage, tracking your home office expenses. These are really, really good. I know a lot of people right now, you pay for subscriptions for your business, right? You pay for, maybe for StreamYard that we're using. Maybe you pay for Zoom or something like that. Those subscriptions, those are tax deductible. Don't leave any money on the table. Make sure everything that you're using for your business, ask if it's tax deductible. However, not all expenses that you use in your business, not all of them are going to be tax deductible. So you have to know, right? You have to every time track your expenses. Your tax preparer will know if this is tax deductible or not. But just as a business owner, make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Track everything. We're talking about traveling. Are you traveling for business? Are you tracking those traveling expenses? Business licenses and fees. Okay, we all pay for licenses and fees. Are you tracking that? Are you deducting? Advertising, you do those Facebook ads, you do those business cards, are you deducting that from your taxes? This is all the things you can. I told you there's about 475 tax deductions that you can deduct from your taxes. So make sure you're knowledgeable. If you're not, reach out to me. I'll be happy to guide you. I'll be happy to give you a cheat sheet that you can use every month. I'll be happy to guide you and tell you what deductions you can use in your business. So these are the things I wanted to talk about. And the other thing is, have a good tracking system for your business. Track, track, track. Have a good tracking business for your system. Have a good financial system for your business. So I know you have a website, you have a marketing strategy, you have a marketing system, your social media is on point. How are you tracking that income coming in your business? How are you, when you make a sale, where's that money going to? Is it going in your personal account? Make sure you're not commingling your funds. That's one common mistake that I'm seeing business owners making: commingling funds, mixing their personal and business expenses, mixing the personal and business income together. Don't commingle your expenses. So that's like I talked about 2 points at the same time, but I'll go back. Have a good tracking system for your business. So even if you're just starting and say, Rue, I don't think I want to use QuickBooks, fine. You can use QuickBooks Self-Employed. It's on the cheaper end, but it's still tracking your income and the expenses. Have a separate bank account for your business. That's another point. Have a separate bank account for your business. Now you're avoiding commingling your funds. The whole reason why we don't want to mix up all our income and expenses that are business and personal is that when IRS wants to audit you and they don't see any separation, they consider your personal income as business income, and they're going to tax you on that. So you might say, okay, this $6,000 is my personal income, and this $3,000 is my business income. But if you don't have a tracking system, if you don't have receipts for your personal income or personal expense, they're gonna combine that $9,000, and that's what you're gonna be taxed on. So the whole point is separate your business account from your personal. Business accounts are easy to set up right now. You can have an online account, or if you need any ideas on those online accounts, or you can have your bank set up your business account for you, so that you just keep them separate. You can still transfer money from your business to your personal account, right? But don't be making purchases that are personal and business and just mixing them together. So personalize, keep that, I mean, keep that separate. Business and personal, everything should be separate. And talking about a system for your business, you can track your transactions on a spreadsheet. If you're just starting, if you just income and expenses, track that on a spreadsheet. Once you're starting invoicing clients, you're starting paying bills from your business and stuff like that, you actually need to move to a software. So we're talking about QuickBooks. In QuickBooks Self-Employed is like maybe $10 or something like that. You can do QuickBooks online, for professionals. That is like maybe $15. And I also have a link that I'll post in the comments after the summit, so that you can get 50% off for the next 6 months. Good savings, right? And so you have to have a good tracking system. Some people use Wave, which is free. Some people use Zero, Xero. Lots of softwares out there. The good thing and main thing is that you just need to be tracking your transactions. So that's the main thing, because if you're not doing that at the end of the year, you are confused. You don't know how much income you made. You don't know how much expenses you made. And maybe sometimes you're just like, okay, these are my receipts, and just put it to your tax preparer. They might not be able to know to figure it out, right? Because it's just a receipt. But if you have been tracking all this year, honestly, it's not going to be a problem. You will be able to save a lot of money. You'll be able to save yourself from paying a lot of taxes, right? And it'll save you from stress. So yeah, so thank you so much for putting all those notes for me. So those are the main things that I wanted to talk about today. The last thing that I wanted to mention is the most common mistake that I'm seeing is that letting your tax liability grow in secret. Okay, I've seen this mistake too often, because many business owners, they hate dealing with taxes, right? They put off dealing with them as long as possible. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to do this. But what's going on is you're letting your tax liability just grow. You're just letting it grow, because what happens is your IRS is still wanting your money, still wanting you to report that income. And if you're not reporting it, by the time you report it, it might be too late. And those penalties and interest, they're not fun. So don't let that mistake, don't let taxes just confuse you. If it's something that you don't like doing, hire someone to do it for you. Let me know. I'm here. I provide my services virtually. So even if you are in Chicago, I can help you with your taxes and accounting. If you're in Sacramento, which is even better, maybe we can meet for coffee, right? So it doesn't matter where you are, I can help you. So if you're putting off doing your taxes, um, it's not going to be nice. It's not going to be an easy process. This will lead to a large tax liability. At a point, it might be too late to do anything about it. Okay, it might be at that place. So if you know that you really need help, make sure you contact me. Make sure you contact me, and we can create a good strategy that can help you to create, your financials, that we set up your financial systems, set it up for you, even if it's in QuickBooks, so that you're tracking everything for you, so that throughout the year, everything is flowing nicely. You just go in and click QuickBooks, and you're able to see that, okay, I'm making $10,000, I'm making five, or making 50. Okay, this is my income, this is my profit and loss statement. This is something that I can do with you every month, right? So you don't just, in when you're in business, you don't just want to be saying, okay, I make $10,000, that's it. You need to know, okay, how much is my tax liability at the end of the year? Can I do a tax planning strategy? This is something that I provide for my clients. I provide for business owners out there. So I hope that you ladies enjoyed this summit, and I'm here for you to help you. I'm here for you to help you grow, and to help your business excel and scale your business, right? So when you come to me, I'm offering you today a free strategy session. We can be on this strategy session for 30 minutes, and I'll be able to ask questions. You'll be able also to ask me questions on how you want your business structured, or how you want your finances to be structured, right? How are we tracking your finances every month? Okay, we can do a tax planning strategy during that 30 minutes. I'll give you tax planning strategies. Okay, this is what we can do for the whole year. Are you taking these deductions? Are you structured properly? Can is it something that you consider choosing a different tax structure? So I'm offering a 15 to 30-minute free consultation for you ladies here in the summit. And I want to be able for you, we are in June right now. We are starting a new quarter. We are starting the half of the year, 6 months left. I want you to finish the year strong. Want you to finish 2020 strong. So I want you to come and sit with me. It can be via Zoom. It can be via a phone call. I want you to finish your year strong. I want you to be able not to be stressed out at the end of the year when you're doing your taxes and say, okay, what am I doing? I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to be stressed out. So this 30-minute strategy is going to be helping you to actually structure your business properly, actually see what financial system works for you. Is it okay if you stay on an Excel spreadsheet for now? Is it okay if you move to a QuickBooks software? What's happening? How much income are you getting? How much expenses are you getting? What are you deducting? Have you paid your estimated taxes? We're going to be talking about all that in a strategy session, and I'm super excited. Usually these sessions I charge per hour. I charge per 30 minutes. But today, ladies, it's coming to you for free because I believe in you. I believe that if you're watching today, you believe in your dream, you believe in your business. I charge these strategy sessions for $150, $150 to have these strategy sessions. But today I'm just coming to you for $0. I want you to be able to finish 2020 strong. I want you to be happy when it comes to taxes. And I've seen a lot of people cry, seen a lot of people just wanting to say, you know what, I quit my business because of taxes. It's not an easy process, especially now you have a lot of money coming in. It's not pretty. So I'm here to take that stress away from you. I'm here to help you with anything that you want me to do regarding your accounting and your taxes. And I hope you had a good time for me talking to you. And I'm available on social media. I'll put my link to my calendar as well as my social media. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the comments, if you book from this link, I know that you're getting a free strategy session. So I'm creating this for you, ladies, only for you, right? So if you grab this link, you're going to get a free strategy session. So, anyways, I hope you had a great time. And Janelle, I'm not sure if there's any comments.
You call my name and I appear.
There you are. Thank you.
Oh my, and you don't even have to call it 3 times. Hello.
You were there.
I am here. No, we don't have any questions at this time, but I do wanted to just touch on that point that you made earlier that resonated with me. A lot of the times people trying to save $5 at the cost of $15 or $20. So I want to just, reiterate that point of spend a little bit up front and know for a fact that what you're getting is going to be worth the headache, preventing the headache that you can have later on. And I think a lot of people, because they want to save money, I can't afford it, that I can't afford it mentality can be very detrimental later down the road.
Definitely. Yes. And that's the whole reason we end up seeing a lot of people owing in taxes, because they didn't have that knowledge during the year. And when it comes to December or January, they want their taxes done, it's too late. They're like, well, you could have been using this expense during the year. You could have been paying your cell phone, or you know what I mean? It might be too late. So sometimes when you get an offer like this, to have a strategy session with an accountant, with a tax preparer, make sure you take the opportunity and we can sit down and we can talk, so that it's not too late for
Absolutely.
you.
And that's the one thing I'm glad I always knew how to do, just to get somebody to do my taxes. Even when I made $8,000 a year, somebody else did my taxes, because I was like, I am not playing with Uncle Sam.
No, it's no fun.
I'm not going to catch Uncle Sam's hands, okay?
No.
I'm not about that life. So
Exactly.
it is 100% worth it to pay a little bit of money up front and just make sure and know for a fact that your taxes are done correctly. And it's also important to hire the right tax professional.
Exactly.
When I was in the military, I had someone do my taxes, and I let him know, because I know a lot of people, for some reason, they don't know that when you're active duty military, you don't pay taxes. You're not obligated to pay taxes to the state that you're a resident of and the state that you're working in. And for some reason, even though I didn't know anything about taxes, by the time he was finished with my taxes, I was owing the state I was not a resident of. And I'm like, this is why I'm paying you, for you to not make me owe a state that I'm not supposed to owe.
Exactly. That's so true, because, as tax preparers, after the taxes, and we don't just close business. We don't just like, oh, I'm going on vacation. Yeah, it might be a good vacation time, but we spend time studying. We spend time, having those credits, because we still need to make sure that we know all the tax laws and guides. And with everything changes every year. So we need to make sure that we have someone who can help us. Especially this year, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things, we got these grants and loans, and they have a lot of tax. Next year it's gonna be exciting.
And the rules are going to change between now and next year, because unfortunately we don't get anything for free. It comes at a price.
Nope, it comes with a price. So make sure you have someone in your corner. I'm available. I'll put my link in the comments. Make sure you book a strategy session, or make sure you book an appointment. Or if you need my services, we have until July 15th to file taxes. It's not too late, but it's coming close, right? So, yeah.
And what about those business owners that haven't yet started making money in their business? Would you still recommend a session?
Absolutely. So you still need a session with me or anyone else who's a professional out there, so that I'm just starting. I'm a sole proprietor. Is this a good thing, or do I need to incorporate myself into an LLC? What deductions? Even if you're starting, you are still in business. You have those startup costs that you can actually deduct, but most people don't know. So this is something you can actually sit down and just write on a piece of paper, or because all the strategy sessions that I do, I always have my notes and we can always reference the next 6 months. Like, hey, where are you right now? You have zero income right now, but if you're doing business right, in 6 months, it might be something different. Now,
Exactly.
right. So it's really good to have someone, sit down with you at the beginning so that you don't have all those mistakes.
Absolutely. Prevention is better than cure. I always
Thank
heard
you.
that growing
Yes.
up.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
you
yes,
guys,
yes.
please sit down with Rue or another tax professional. It is going to be worth it to not have to worry about that later on. I want to
Yes,
thank
yes.
you so much, Rue. This was so much valuable information. You were absolutely amazing and you delivered it though just the way we expected it to be delivered.
Thank you.
So
Thank
thank
you,
you for your
Janelle.
time
I
and being a
appreciate
part of
you.
the
Yeah,
summit.
this was nice. I'm excited.
Amazing. Any last words you want to close off this session?
Yeah, so I just want to give you, ladies, and just say I'm excited for all of you who are into business. It's an amazing thing to follow your dreams. It's not easy, and also at the same time, don't try to do it yourself by yourself, right? Have someone in your corner. I know if I need any financial advice, I still need some advice. I still need to learn. I can have Janelle help me. I can have Nikki if I need all my systems and everything. So know your people, know your
Mhm.
team, socialize.
It
Social
takes a
media is
village.
very good. Yeah.
It takes a
Janelle
village.
is in Virginia right now. I can call her if I need any help. So
Mhm.
don't be shy. It can be just a message. Hey, can we get in a call? I'm confused about this. Don't do it by yourself because it can be overwhelming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much
Mm,
for saying that. That is absolutely true. And
yeah.
like I said before, it takes a village. Just like it took a village to raise a kids. I mean, now people
Hmm.
raise kids differently, but us who grew up in the 80s,
Yeah.
can kind of tell
Oh
that,
yeah.
it took a village. Like my neighbor could
Yes.
have popped me if I got out of line, and that would have been
I
fine.
always say that.
And it's not like my neighbors were abusing me just because they could.
No,
It
they're
just
watching
wasn't
out
like
for
that.
you.
They're looking out for you. If your parents weren't there at the time, or whatever the case might have been, your neighbor has your back. So that's
Exactly.
that's the environment I grew up in, and now it's the same
Me
thing. It's
too.
not like that now. I don't, some people don't even want people to look at their kids, but that's a whole nother story.
Mhm. Yeah, we
But
can do a whole summit.
right, that's another whole summit. But with us now being in business, we have to have that camaraderie or that togetherness, that village mentality, because we cannot do this
Yes,
on our own. I
not at all.
can work a budget in 5 seconds and have you good to go, but don't ask me about insurance and don't ask me about taxes.
Right.
I'll be like, you need to talk to Rue.
Mm, exactly. And that's the whole exciting part about it. We have people who are knowledgeable. Let them do it. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is to just get it done. That's the
Hmm.
most important thing, to realize that it's okay to not know what you don't know, but it's not okay to not ask for help.
Thank you. I love that. I love
Ask
that.
for help. We're here for each other, and we need each other more than anything else right now.
Absolutely.
All right. So, you guys, if you have no other words, this ends our final session for today. And the Empowered CEO Summit has been a complete success. I have had so much fun, and I cannot wait for us to do something like this again.
All right, Janelle. Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.
You
All right, you guys, this is it. This is the end of the summit, I believe. And I just want to thank you all for being a part of this Empowered CEO Summit. Remember, we as girls, we deserve everything that we put our minds to, and we can achieve anything that we want to achieve. So I want to take the time to thank you for being here, for allowing me to fill in for Miss Nikki, and for just making this a wonderful experience. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And to all your husbands and dads and brothers and everyone who's celebrating Father's Day tomorrow, happy early Father's Day. Thank you, and we're out.